Hey there folks, welcome back to the Stoney Ridge Farm Channel. We are here at the National Farm Machinery Show in Louisville, Kentucky, and we're going to show you some awesome stuff today. So come along as we have some fun here in Kentucky at the National Farm Machinery Show 2024.
If you mess with my freedom, I'll tell you just what you can kiss. That's right.
So we're here at the farm show. We are at the AeroQuip booth. AeroQuip means quality. AeroQuip means Canadian, eh? You don't say A.
You betcha.
You betcha. I'm learning Canadian here. So we're with Janelle. Janelle's trying to convince me that this is the most awesome bale feeder in the world. Okay, so take it away, Janelle. What is this thing? We don't feed in a bale feeder right now, but she's trying to sell me on it. What you got?
Absolutely. So first and foremost, this is a very heavy-duty bale feeder. It's made with very thick steel, definitely heavy-duty and durable. And no matter what you do, when you are feeding bales and feeders, you're going to get some damage and stuff on the bottom, especially when it's exposed to wet conditions, cattle manure, anything like that. So if that does happen to one of these feeders, the great thing about it is if you remove these rods and the chain system here that suspend the bale, you can actually take them out, flip the feeder over, and you're essentially doubling the lifespan of your feeder. Plus, this feeder is also backed by a 3-year warranty to start you off, but you're going to get far more use out of that.
There's a basket built into this thing, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so tell me about the basket.
So how this works, as you can see, is there's some rods and a chain system. So it kind of helps control cattle's intake a little bit. So it depends how tight or not tight you decide to take the chain. All you need is 2 wrenches to adjust it, super quick and easy. A lot of guys will have them in their tractor. So if you tighten it up nice and small, you're going to be able to set that bale up a little bit higher, and it will restrict your intake a little bit more.
Nice.
So if you're really looking for bales and trying to reduce cattle's intake and manage your waste in the intake a little bit, it helps a lot with that.
Cool.
So also with the nice cone and suspension system we've got here, it keeps the bales up and off the ground so you're not getting moisture in them. So that also helps make your bales go a little bit further and really helps to drastically minimize waste.
Feed waste, big time. Feed waste is super, super important in animals. You guys see me wasting feed all the time, and I get fussed at on the channel all the time for doing it, so awesome.
Yeah. And then anything that does come, because there's always going to be those cows that will stick their heads in there and they're going to be pulling out the best bits of hay. So when that does happen, large majority of it's going to fall right into the bottom of the ring and they can clean it up as they go.
Nice.
Plus, on top of that, because these feeders are so heavy duty and durable, you can't have cattle pushing them around. Those usual like inch by inch or even the tombstone style feeders, they can push them around and then you're getting waste just from that alone. So
nice. So this
really, really helps.
Stays put. When it wears out on the bottom, you can flip it in 5 years after it's beat up and use it again.
Get 10 years out of it right off the bat.
Cool. Let's take a look at the cattle handling equipment. I have the Series 75, is that right?
Yes, you betcha.
Let's go check it out. You betcha.
Right here, we've got the Airlock 75 series chute that's new from AeroQuip. So we used to have what we called a friction lock style head gate. We've now done away with that and we have a new ratchet style head gate, which you can hear Josh doing there. So where you set that head gate, it's going to stay. And also with this, all the way down, Josh, you got it?
Yep.
So with that, wherever you set it, it's going to stay. It's also just a very safe, very secure hold, so you're not going to have cattle slipping out of the head gate, especially those thick neck bulls or even those small calves. It narrows down quite a bit, so you just get that safe, secure hold.
What do you call this?
This one on the front?
Yep.
So that is our new head holder. So it's very similar to our previous models with a few upgrades. So the first one to note is a lot of the time when you're working a lot of cattle and you're opening and closing the head gate, sometimes the old model would slip down a little bit. This one's now been over-centered, so no matter how many times you're opening and closing that head gate, it's going to stay in place where you need it to be, so it's not going to get in your way. Nice.
Now notice all the handles are right here for working the cattle. So if I'm a one-man show and I'm working my cows and running through the chute, I can control every single thing I need to control from the same spot right here. Is that correct?
Well, it'll be more so the back of the chute.
So more so the back of the chute.
So we'll head back there. The last thing I'll mention about the front of the chute is that it's this nice curtain-style doors with the barn, so that lets light through, so cattle naturally move toward light. So the more that they can see, it's going to encourage them to move forward throughout the chute. And there's also no bottom yokes or anything to keep them from choking, so if somebody goes down in the chute, you're not going to be worried about that. Awesome. So one really great thing about this chute is you can stand at the front and you can work the head gate, but if you're working solo, it's really nice to be able to work it all from one spot. So when you're working your cattle, you can easily open up the back door, open up your head gate, catch them, and then run to the front, squeeze them up, and you're ready to go, just like that.
Awesome. And in case you guys don't know, the squeezing of the cow is not for a cruelty thing. It's to help comfort the cow. The hug, the squeeze actually comforts the cow and makes them freak out less. Believe it or not, it's pretty crazy. I like a good hug.
Ask Temple, she'll tell you more about that, right?
Exactly.
Everybody likes a good hug.
They do.
Makes you feel good.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much. Is there anything else you'd like to show on this, so we can access down low, up high?
Yeah, whatever you need to do. So whether
Okay.
you're going to be doing some branding, there's lots of nice side access here. You can open it up.
Yep.
Fully removable as well. You have this on both sides.
Yep.
Also, if you're doing anything with feet, maybe someone's got hoof rot, you got to take a look at their feet.
Yep.
You can open both of the doors together.
Nice.
Or if maybe you want to just open the bottom, you have the option for that as well. And also you can just slam the doors and walk away. You don't have to worry about doors not closing on you.
Say we got a calf we want to run through and it's not even going to go through the chute, we can open both these and let the calf out and let the mom come in behind it, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, and if we're going to be banding calves, we can get in from either side. Both sides do the same thing. These gates open up and they're actually modular too, so that comes up and out. You can open it like a barn door or you can open it like this, right?
Absolutely. And if you're banding, something you're definitely going to want to keep in mind is this nice bar here, so a rump bar.
Yep.
So if you're banding, once you got the chute squeezed up, you're going to want to ratchet that up right behind them to keep them kind of tucked into
Yep.
place. Gives you much less chance of being kicked, and then especially if you want to get into the vet cage to kind of get right in there to do your banding, that's going to be the safest way to do it.
Awesome, awesome, cool. Thank you so much. Janelle,
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Can't wait to use it.
You betcha.
We're gonna fly you out. You betcha. All right, guys, we discovered a whole pile of YouTubers right here. We've got everybody here. Introduce yourselves. Go ahead. Fire.
Joe the Farmer.
Joe the Farmer.
Country View Acres.
How about you, Hank Hamilton?
Sabine River Valley.
There you go. And this guy here. Yep. So these guys are right in here right now talking about, what are you guys talking about?
We're talking about you.
The coolest tools, the coolest tractors, the coolest stuff here at the show. What's the coolest thing you guys have seen so far? What you got? Me? Not me. Not me. What's the coolest thing you've seen so far?
Honestly, man, the Mahindra Roxor.
Okay.
That Jeep looking thing.
Yep.
Is awesome. Very cool.
I'd say just getting to meet everybody.
Yeah?
The best thing.
I think it's awesome too.
TYM T574.
The 574 from TYM, okay?
Probably the spray paint that TYM's finally going to start selling.
Oh, the spray paint so they can match our paint?
Match it.
Okay, and
I like it at the T130.
the T130. That's the big dog, right?
Big dog. The one
yeah.
you like.
The one I liked.
I
Yeah.
see you was over 11 on it.
Yeah, I like that little thing. Red paint's pretty. Yeah. Well, guys, these are all the powerhouse YouTubers here at the farm show. We'll see you at the next booth. We're here with Robert with Kubota. This is the 6060. Tell me about it, man.
So this M6060, this is our first introduction into the first tractor in our line. We get to that true utility tractor size.
Yep.
Really great for hay, for moving round bales around. You got a cab offering. You've got a open station offering.
Yep.
60 horsepower engine. We also have a 7060 if you want a little more horsepower. It's got a Kubota diesel engine in it.
Right.
Of course, Kubota loader. We have all the Kubota hay equipment that can go behind it.
Nice.
One of the real great things about the Kubota is the fact that we're performance matched.
Yep.
So as we engineer all this stuff together. We build everything from the front loader all the way back to the hay equipment.
Nice.
And with that, we make sure that everything is designed to maximize its potential without causing any damage or any harm to any other components. In other words, we don't want the loader to lift so much that damages the front axle or things like that.
Right.
So it's all fine-tuned together.
Gotcha.
And one of the things I really love about the M60 series, this series has been out for a number of years. It is the tried and true proven workhorse of our utility tractor lineup.
Nice. And I see you've got a skid steer quick attach on here,
Yep.
so you can swap buckets out really easy. Are there options for this thing to open and close the skid steer quick attach? Just pull up and
Yeah, so we don't have a hydraulic quick attach available on this model.
Okay.
It is strictly just a manual. You
Gotcha.
can get a third function with the loader.
Yep.
So you can run
Set
a
that.
grapple and things like that on it. Multiple tire options, multiple ballasting options. Like I said, we have the cab and the ROPS.
Nice.
It's just a great all-around tractor for the ranch.
Cutting hay, baling hay,
Yep.
raking hay.
Putting hay out.
Putting hay out to the cows.
Yeah, little food plots for the deer.
Nice.
Just all your general ranch work. This is really an awesome all-around tractor. for
And
that.
an affordable package too.
And an affordable package. Yes, it's proven. This has been out, like I say, for a number of years, and then our customers just rave on it.
Nice. Well, we all know Kubota means quality, man. Thank you so much for showing
you.
us around. Andrew, thank you. With
Yes, sir.
Milner Tool?
Milner Tools out
Okay.
of Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee. Show us what you got. All sorts of cool stuff.
Yeah, we come here every year. A lot of guys like us for the our drill bits, for one. It's one drill bit that looks like a masonry bit for concrete.
Gotcha.
However, you're doing everything from hardened steel to masonry to tile to plastic, you name it.
Nice.
So having one drill bit that you're able to use on a lot of different materials
Yeah.
comes in handy. Yeah, that's the drill bit sets that we have. That's the 1/8 inch up to half.
Awesome.
I've got one of them in there now. You don't have to worry about drilling different material at the same time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get through that iron rotor and drill through the concrete block.
No problem.
Yeah, without damaging the bit.
Lifetime drill bit almost, huh?
Exactly. We do have it's a lifetime replacement guarantee.
Nice.
So if you damage anything we have, you mail it back to us in Nashville.
Lifetime
We mail you a new one.
That's
it's
awesome.
that
That's
simple.
awesome.
But it doesn't. It's not easily. Doesn't break very easily.
No,
Yeah, so
that's very
big
cool.
difference.
Cutting wheels?
Yeah, the cutting wheels are real similar. It's electroplated diamond, so it's going to be your cutoff wheel and your grinding wheel
Yep.
for any material. Obviously, you've got 40 grit on the edge for your cutting,
Yep.
40 grit for grinding,
Yep.
and 80 grit if you need to be a little bit more fine with the grinding is on the opposite side.
Nice. Very nice.
They're equivalent to anywhere between 80 to 100 of the aluminum oxide wheels.
Okay.
Same thing, if you wear one out, you damage one, you mail it back to us in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yep.
We mail you a brand new one.
So no more wheel of death.
Correct.
Right,
Yeah, no more
okay.
4 stitches
Yeah.
in your forehead.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, I've seen some horror stories from.
So these hold up really,
yeah,
really well.
Yeah, absolutely. They, it's electroplated diamond. It's on a piece of L6 steel, so you don't have to worry about them bending, like
Okay.
you said, or come flying
Breaking,
apart
coming
and
apart,
sticking you
yeah.
pretty good.
Awesome.
But yeah, anything from slate, granite, porcelain, stainless steel, mild steel,
Any.
you name it, that's going to be your cutoff wheel. It's also going to be 2 different grinding wheels with the same wheel.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, thanks so much.
Yeah, I
Lifetime
appreciate you.
warranty tools. I mean, you don't see that anymore. So.
No, and that's, like I said, we're just in Nashville, so you don't
Nice.
have to fill out a form. You just have to mail it to us in Nashville, or
Nice.
you can bring it back to the show and we'll swap it out right here with you.
Sweet. So you can go to Nashville and get your gold record, baby. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for joining us here at the National Farm Machinery Show 2024. Awesome stuff. A big shout out to Massey Ferguson for letting us film in their booth. Awesome stuff, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Be sure you check out the links above. There's some cool stuff and some good bloopers.
Come on down to the Stoney Ridge. Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge.
All right, we're with Andrew.
Yep, Andrew.
Blooper. All right, guys, we discovered a whole pile of YouTubers right here. Hey, guys, we are still here at the...
That was me this morning.
Yep.
I ended up banging my head on the feeder a few times.